Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is some videos that I came across, and this guy is onto something. And it has to do with BlackRock and Vanguard. You know, when he stumbled onto something, it literally made me think. Okay, so you know how there are people, you know, like the prepper community, okay, and we prep for a reason, and there's some people who literally prep for like apocalyptic scenario and things like that, right? Okay, well, there's this guy, okay, and he made a shocking discovery about apartment complex that he lives in. And he first noticed something was really weird when his neighbors' apartments had menus sticking in their doors for days and days and days on end. And this is like, unless everyone decided to put menus back inside their doors after they left, because there were loan sharks on their tails. I mean, it was like really strange. Like when you think about it, it's like, what's really going on here, you know? But that's just the beginning of the weirdness that he has started to encounter. And when you watch the videos, it's almost like he's trying to like downplay and like make light of the situation, because he's like, I just don't understand. So a real estate agent actually made light of what is really going on. And you really have to listen, because you know how like there was like a conspiracy theory and everything else, and then it all ended up being true about BlackRock and Vanguard and how they were buying up all of like the real estate and stuff like that. Well, this is what actually happened. Take a listen.
I've been thinking something sketchy's been going on in my apartment complex for some while now, because they say the building's full, but I never see anyone here. And now let's talk about Chinese menus. I watched the guy put these up. He did it on Friday. It's now Sunday. Are you really telling me people live here, but no one on my floor has come in or out of their building in 3 days? Like, what is going on here? Like seriously, I'm being lied to. There's something's going on here. We're now on day 5 of does anybody live in my building? Menu, still there. Still there. And there. And you guessed it. Okay, so this one's gone, so that's an update. And this one's gone too. Still there. This one's gone. As best I can tell, about half of the menus are still there. The one's gone. Ooh, look. Thank you. But also, like, did the apartment complex take them down, or do people actually live there is the question. I mean, like, this one's gone, but that one's still there. And I mean, I don't get it, because I live in a nice part of town in a demandable market. My building is a good building, especially for the price. So, like, how are they vacant? Or does everybody just go on vacation for a week at a time? I need answers. Like, are they actually taking them down? Or did the apartment complex see my video and then take them down, take out some of them, but not all of them? So, like, you know, make sure that it wasn't like, oh, look, everyone's home? Because it would be weird if they took them down from units where I knew people didn't live. Quick apartment update. I got to shout because of this giant fan right here, but this one abandoned car, the tag expired in 2019. What? The plot thickens. You get part 10 or 11. I don't know. Here we are with an iPad checking for Wi-Fi. But also, why are there, now there are letters on the door? There's another one. We're not going to get sidetracked by that. So here's the Wi-Fi signals. Those aren't normal. No, those aren't normal. All right, and we're walking, and it appears that every single one is just some gibberish. Also, these letters, they look like they're from the apartment complex. They're not menus. Oh my God, it's Lettergate. Anyways, okay, wait. Okay, we've got some Wi-Fis here that aren't, but I mean, for the most part, they're all generics. Maybe I live in a Bitcoin mine.
So now here's the video of the real estate agent explaining what is really going on.
I've been a real estate agent for about 11 years now. And let's talk about the housing crisis. And let's talk about some what ifs. What if there was a company that everybody knew of to look for houses? And everybody goes on there and searches for houses when they're bored and stuff. And so that company, they just sit back and they just collect all the data. They just know what zip code is looking at what zip code and how much those people can afford. Everyone's looking at this one zip code and everybody seems to be able to afford this certain amount. And let's say that billion-dollar company uses that information to go into that zip code and start purchasing houses. Because the people that are selling their houses, even though they sell it for a little bit less sometimes than what the home could actually be worth, and they pay these high fees to this billion-dollar company, it's a convenience factor. So this company's scooping up houses less than what they actually could cost. And let's say that company, excuse me, Canoe, that company buys 30 homes within a 2-mile radius. And let's say the price is $300,000. So they buy all of these homes for $300,000. And then on the 31st home, they buy it for $340,000. Even though they know all of the comps. Because most people have to get a loan. And if you get a loan, you have to get an appraisal, which means the appraiser is going to look at what homes have sold in the area for that size and that price per square foot. So they're paying cash. They don't need an appraisal. Why would they pay $340,000 for this 31st home whenever they've only paid $300,000 for these others? Well, what that just did is create a new comp. So when they go to sell these other 30 homes, that extra $40,000 that you could say this one sold for $340,000 just made them $1.2 million off that one neighborhood. Because they know from their research how much people can afford in that zip code. Weird. And let's say that then they're going to come in. They bought that home at $340,000 that still needs work. So they're going to come in and do the good old paint, spackle, and change the carpet and call it a remodel. So now we can sell them for $360,000. Because we know off of our data, that's how much people can't afford. Wouldn't that be weird if a company did that? And then say that this company also starts letting you use their own lenders and their own title and escrow company and makes you write your contract on their contract, not the one that your state uses. Wouldn't that be a weird world to live in? My goodness, I can't imagine us living in that world. Can you?
Now, could it be, this could be rational. Could it be that the management is a race of lizard people? This is a logical explanation. To top off all the other weirdness, the neighbors, I mean, maybe they're aliens. I don't know. Maybe one of the tenants wisened up to what the lizard people menace were trying to use against the slithery threat. What happened to them? Is Zillow behind this? Have people learned that Atlanta really isn't what it used to be? I don't know. This is very strange. I'll leave it up to you. Do your research. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.